That was the first time that Kundalini Yoga was my lifesaver, and I want to learn more about it, only for me. And I did this teacher training 1 year later, and it was really one of the best times of my life. A lot of tears because a lot of insights and deep touching mantras, and I guess everyone who ever get in contact with these wonderful mantras knows what I'm talking about. And
good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. My name is Sandesh, and from the Kundalini Awakening podcast, I welcome you again to a new episode. Today, I have a guest whose story really impacted me because it was the first time I heard such a story. And the story comes from Tatjana. She does with us the Kundalini Yoga coaching training. Um, uh, but she told a special story, a story about for the first time of her life finding her soul. And that might not sound so special, but maybe if I say she found it after the vaccination, the third vaccination, the COVID vaccination. And without waiting too much, I want to pull in Tatjana from Germany. Thank you so much, Tatjana, for joining us and sharing your story. Such a important story to share for the world post COVID and post COVID vaccinations. Welcome.
thank you very much for inviting me on this.
Yeah. Tatjana, tell us something about your life before COVID. Let's just stay there.
Before the re-vaccinations, I've been a very active person, and did a lot of sports, and was on my yoga mat every morning at 5, and did the sadhana over 2.5 hours. Yes, that more.
What did you drink with after your sadhana?
Sorry.
What do you drink after your sadhana? Is it coffee, tea, water?
Ah, coffee.
Which a lot of people do. I mean,
Yeah,
they
for me it's
say,
okay. It's okay.
yeah, it's okay. In Kundalini, in yoga, it's okay. Doesn't matter. And
So,
you said you practice your sadhana. How long have you been practicing yoga, and how did your yoga journey look like before your COVID vaccinations?
I did my teacher training 2017-18. I did it in Germany, in Hamburg. My teacher was Satya Singh. He's also from the Netherlands. And yes, that was the real beginning of a deep contact with Kundalini Yoga. The first contact was during a holiday, 2016, in Italy. Yes, there I've been there for 2 weeks, and did a retreat with good food and massage and Kundalini Yoga, and I was so surprised that about the yeah, what did this Kundalini Yoga with me? Yes, I came there and felt like dead. I couldn't cry, I couldn't laugh, and yeah, And within these 2 weeks, I came back. And
Mm.
that was a great, great feeling. The person there that did yoga and massage with me said, "You are blooming like a flower." And yes, that was really, I was impressed. Yes, uh, what was possible within these 2 weeks. And that was the first time that Kundalini Yoga was my lifesaver. And I want to learn more about it, only for me. And I did this teacher training 1 year later. And it was really one of the best times of my life. A lot of tears because a lot of insights and deep touching mantras. And I guess everyone who ever get in contact with these wonderful mantras knows what I'm talking about. And
And what would you say to the people who don't know what mantras are? What is that?
music for your soul.
Music for your soul.
And in my opinion, you do not. It's not. It's not 100% necessary to understand what you are chanting. We say not singing because we use our tongue in a special way, and because the words, only the words and the melody, um, are so powerful. Uh, I've never had this experience. And yes, after this teacher training, I thought, okay, I do that only for me. But in the end, I thought, okay, that's so powerful. I have to share it. And then I teached for 9 months, I guess, in a yoga studio in Hamburg. It was really wonderful. I liked it. I've been in such a high energy after my classes that I nearly can't sleep the whole night. The course was in the evening. And, yes, but I love that. And yes, then I practice for myself and during Corona at home, online, and so on. And yes, then
So you've been a yoga teacher already. And what did you do? How does your life look outside of the yoga? Married, children, a job, no job. I mean, many jobs. How normal was your life?
very normal. And yes, there is a husband, there is a daughter. Uh, my daughter is now 14 years old, and yes, I worked in different offices. And the last job I did was in a, I don't know what is the English word, in a palliative team. It's there are people uh, they go to very ill people at home. They are in their last period. It is clear they will die because they are very, very ill. And I work there in the office. And yes, that was a nice job. I liked it very much because I had phone calls, for example, with this very ill people, and they were so thankful and so grateful when they could have a good talk, and when I only listened to them. Um, for me, that felt like a really um, That's the word. Sensible job.
Meaningful.
Meaningful. Thank you. Um, yes,
So
that was.
you had a life of meaning. You had a husband and a daughter, but you came to a yoga retreat not able to feel at all. What happened?
I came to a yoga retreat.
Yeah, you said that you didn't feel, you couldn't laugh.
Yes. I guess that was into 2016 because my husband was the whole week not at home. He was working in another city. So I was alone with my daughter, and it was very stressful. And I wasn't happy about the situation. And from today, I would say I really, yeah, I didn't listen to my inner voice, and I didn't listen to all my mm, wishes and my feelings. I thought, okay, we have to do it like that, just like it is, and it will get better one day. Um, yeah, but in the end,
So
it doesn't.
you were
Yeah, it
you
doesn't
were
change.
say you stopped listening to your body or something, or you didn't pick up the senses that you needed something else?
I guess because of the situation that I didn't feel in contact with myself, mm, I was not able to go for myself and to say, okay, we have really to change something, otherwise it doesn't work for me as this family
Hmm.
constellation. Uh, yeah, I guess that's the point. I'm not
So
saying
you were if
so.
I hear you correct, you were a responsible mother
Yeah,
doing what she was supposed to do,
yeah, yeah,
but in that process, you lost contact with yourself.
yeah. I was in a functional modus. Yeah, I guess
Just
a lot of
operate.
people are. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So the yoga teachings and the yoga retreat brought you closer to yourself,
yeah.
and they were with you during Corona. Did you had any other hobbies next to yoga, or?
I really like to do like doing sports, like walking, jogging, swimming, biking. Um, I nearly never used a car or bus or something like that before this vaccination that changed my life, and I always used my bike, and I love my bike. Yeah, and yes, I did some other teacher trainings, yin yoga, and something about nutrition.
So you're actually before COVID, you were full into your body, um, but not full into your feelings. But you were really, really into being active.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. And tell us about the Corona period. How did that look like for you?
Well, in the beginning, it sounds a little bit strange. I really liked it. We, as the whole family, liked it because it brought us in the situation that we got the chance to be together at home, and we really celebrated and have been totally happy about this chance. Yes, when we heard about other families, they yes, that they found it terrible. We thought, oh, really? We liked it. Yes, and for our daughters, it was great. She was better at school than with this online. school than going into the school, and yes, we had a lot of fun, and yeah, we enjoyed to have time together and to stay together. That was what we didn't have the years before. Yes, and I really liked at that time. I lived in Hamburg, the big city, and it's always loud and very noisy, and a lot of traffic. And during Corona, when there was the shutdown, it was so silent, and I loved it. I really loved it. And yes, but then there was this discussion about vaccinations, and yeah, in that job I worked at that time. It was you have to get this vaccination because not me, but the team was in contact with very ill people, and in the beginning I tried to avoid this vaccination because I have this feeling of I don't trust this new mRNA vaccination, and yes, but in the end, there was yeah, because of the mainstream TV shows and so on. There was this feeling you have to do it, otherwise you will die if you get corona. And I've been really afraid.
Afraid of death.
Yeah, and I felt this responsibility to be alive for my daughter. Yes, and when I say that, I just got a picture of nearly died after the vaccination, but I did. But I decided to get this vaccination because I thought I do something good. Yes, for the whole world. Yes, that was what the government said. We have to do it to go together through this situation. And at that time, I believed that. And as I said, I was afraid of maybe dying if I get corona, because the pictures on the TV showed us that. Yes.
But something in you told,
No,
don't do it.
no, no. And maybe it's good that I didn't take the first opportunity that would have been AstraZeneca, and maybe that would have been more damaging than the others for me. I don't know.
So you had the shots. You had how many shots do you have?
But three, two times BioNTech, and yes, and the third one was Moderna. I think so because when I got my how's it called, vaccination pass
Yes.
back, there was the first BioNTech in it, and I said, but you said you want to give me Moderna. Yes, okay, then I take it out and do the other in. So I don't know what I get. But what I know is after this third vaccination, yes, I became really ill. And first I thought, okay, it's like um,
It's a
influenza or something like that. Yes, high temperature and didn't feel really good and wet at night. And, yes, I thought, okay, it will be good in 2 or 3 days, but it wasn't like that. And yes, I went to the doctor and said, okay, here, I can't stay longer. I'm not able to walk or to walk some meters, and that can't be normal after this vaccination. And he said, yes, yes, that could be, will be better soon. Um, and I had several things that I felt in my body. Yes, my tongue was mm,
numb. Was
sorry.
it numb? Was it frozen or?
No, no, no. There was mm, I don't know the word. It was
It's okay.
not normal. Yes.
Yes, not normal.
um,
Was it swollen?
mm, yes, swollen, but also some points on it.
Oh, okay, okay.
And yes, I was so tired, and there was so less energy that I was not able to walk to the doctor. My husband has to drive me by car, and when I came there to the doctor, I take a chair and I took a chair, and if there would have come a old person, I couldn't give her my chair because I was so, yeah, it felt like there was no energy inside of me. And I often ask if I can lay down to wait for the contact with the doctor. Mm, yes. After 10 days, 10 days after this third vaccination, I thought, okay, Tatjana, now go working and everything will be good. Maybe your system has to be a little bit in motion, and then everything will turn in the right direction. Uh, I don't know how I did this day, but I did it. I guess I only did it because I worked for my colleague. She needed that day free for, I guess, for the 19th birthday of her father. And I said, yes, I work for you. And yes, after that day, I needed 3 days in my bed. The fourth day was again a day when I had to work, and yes, I get there, and but I immediately went again home because I said to my colleague, "Oh, I don't know what happened to me. I'm so without energy," and yes, and I went again home, and then yes, I really lay down in my bed for several weeks.
Wow. several weeks.
Yes, and it was not possible for me to leave the flat because it's in the second
Floor?
it's on the second floor, yes, and without an elevator, and yes, away from my bed to the bathroom, that was too much,
Wow.
and I immediately began to sweat, and my heart rate rises up, and uh, it really felt often like I will die.
Wow. How was the situation impacting your husband and your daughter?
I guess we all have been overwhelmed from all that, yes, and no one could imagine that the vaccination could do this with you. And this first time we really thought, okay, that will be good in some days, or and okay in some weeks. And we tried to get help. We phoned a lot of doctors. I remember a situation that I was on our eating table with my husband. That uh, he was doing the phone calls because I was not able to do that, and I lay or sit next to him and said him what he should ask, and but there was no one helping. Yes, we called the insurance, we called several doctors, we called hospitals, and everyone said we are not responsible for this. And I said, okay, but who is? And the good thing was that I really felt, I said to my husband in that time, for me, it feels like they also did like a superpower into me with this third vaccination. Um, yes, there was fear when there was this feeling of, okay, now my life is over. I will go in another dimension, and but there was a lot of humor in me, and there was this trust, and there was also this feeling of, okay, this is something bigger. Yes, and universe brought me here to change my life, or I don't know. But what I know in that moment was I will do it. And there was the 5th of May when this feeling of I will die was so extreme that I said to my husband, now you have to call the emergency. But because I'm not sure if I can go through that now. And he called them. They we have been sitting in our car in front of our house. And yes, if you're in such a situation that you feel like you will die, every minute is too long, that you have to wait. And I said to my husband, when will they come? When will they come? And I want to see grown up our daughter. I don't want to die. and then called them again. And they said, yes, yes, they are coming. They are coming. And then they came. And it was the same like I experienced it the month before. They don't want to hear about that it could have been from the vaccination. They said, no, no, you have a panic attack. And I asked them if my husband can get into the house and give them. It was 2 weeks before, like I felt it that I need such paper. I did a list of all my symptoms, and that is a list over 7 papers, and yeah, and they said, no, no, we don't need it. And then I lay down in this emergency car, and they said, stay calm, and I didn't have energy, yes, but in that moment I came up and said, I am calm, yes, I'm a yoga teacher and I know how to breathe to bring myself down, but I feel like dying and I wanted to help me. And they said, yes, 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 yes. And I felt they didn't really listen to me, yes. And then they asked in what kind of, they gave me something to bring my system down, okay. And they asked me in which hospital I want, and then I said, okay, the hospital where I knew that they had a long COVID station, and I thought, okay, if they bring me there could be a chance to meet a doctor that could help me. But they said, no, that's too far away from here. And I said, okay, then why do you ask me? Yes. And then they said, okay, we bring you to another hospital. They have also, and that's what they say, they have also a station for, it's psychosomatic in German.
Psycho, what?
Psychosomatic. It's the right word. And I said, that's not what I need. But if you think so, bring me there. And they brought me there, and they did several tests and so on. And then the doctor there let me go home again and said he wishes that I found someone who can help me. And in that moment, I stood in front of this doctor, and there was this thought of, yes, the one is standing in front of you. I will do it on my own. Yes, and that is what I talked about. This superpower I felt inside of me, and that was the beginning of really feeling connected to my soul, and to feel this, yes, this higher, what should I say, this job behind this situation, yes, that I have to go on another way, and I have to change my life or something like that. I didn't know exactly at that moment, yes, but what I felt was, I don't need any doctor. I will do it on my own.
In the Kundalini Yoga, we are taught that when the pressure's on and there's no way out, the spirit will rise.
Yes,
I guess you're describing this.
yeah, exactly.
This superpower inside of you, this unlimited power inside of you just says, okay, I will deal with this.
And I also see it on pictures. Yes, when I look up pictures before this 5th of May, this completely other face, like after this day. It changed something in me.
So that was your awakening.
Yeah, really. Yeah, felt like that.
And you, after that, you had the energy to move, or you were
No,
still
no,
sick, or
no.
or was it just a mental decision arising within you?
I guess something like that. And it was also possible for me to have better days then. Um, really good days. I remember that after this really terrible day with this emergency call, there was so much light inside of me and so much power and love. And I really loved my life for the first time. And then I created something with a girlfriend. I created to do yoga in our garden at one weekend. And yes, that was great. And that gave me a lot of energy mm, to teach again other people and take this energy for me for my um, for the healing.
I want to just check here. After the day that you felt internally that you really almost would die and having no help at all, something in you awoke. And after that, was there any other treatment, or you just lived your life calmly? You tried to rest and recover, or what did you do specifically to get to a
Mm.
point that you say, "Hey, I want to teach yoga again"?
Oh yes, in this time, the vaccination was in January, and this 5th May, what I talked about. In that time, when I needed to lay down in bed, I really consumed a lot of online challenges, workshops, or something like that. Sometimes I just slipped over it, but I wanted to take this good energy into me. I often couldn't go out, so I yes, took my computer into my bed and listened to some workshops. And one of um, one of them was a 3-day challenge from Guru Gyan, and I don't know the title. I guess it was something like getting the best form of your life or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I have to ask him. And I felt his um, his energy was so strong and so positive, and yes, I immediately knew that I want to do more with him. And yes, I at that moment I was looking for a live retreat I could do for my healing, and he offered Kundalini Yoga coaching training, what I didn't really recognize when I booked it in the end of this 3 days. Yes, and that has been one of the things that motivated me to go further and to concentrate myself on these positive things and not to cry or something like that. And what wasn't easy in that surrounding because my boss said to me in that time when I told her, "Oh, Tatjana, you sound really good. Sound really good." And I said, "Yes, I do a decision every morning. I can decide to cry and yeah, to I can decide to cry and to be depressive or something like that. And the second opportunity is to look on the good and to focus on the good. And yes, what also came up in that time was to grow with the flow, and I decided to do that. And that's also a challenge nowadays. Now it's 2.5 years ago, this third vaccination. And people see me like you here now also and think, oh, she's looking like a very positive and active person or something like that. And there are days where I can be very active, and I am. But most of the people, they don't know that I also have days laying down in my bed, yes. And yes, not only me, all the people with post-COVID or post-vaccination, they don't feel seen, yes. Yeah. But back to the retreat, I booked retreat. I thought retreat. Yes, I was looking forward to that. That was in June 22 in Germany. And a few weeks before, I got Corona. And that was a journey, I can tell you.
Wait, you got corona after 3 vaccinations
Yes.
and after having almost
We know
died.
that the vaccination was not helping us. And yes, I got Corona, and I got again all the symptoms I got after the vaccination. What came on top was that my brain was really like, yes,
Fog, right? It's called what's called brain fog.
yeah, brain fog is, a little bit, but it felt like I know nothing. Yes. I remember that I was on the way to my alternative doctor and went by car, and I put the address in the navigation system, but what this navigation system said didn't come to me. And I drive the car and drive and thought, where I am. I was so, yeah, it was really, I don't know how to describe it. I said to my husband, okay, I can't take responsibility for anything. Yes, I know my name, I know where I live, but at that moment, nothing else. Yes, and I was not able to concentrate. I was sometimes not able to write things down because the words didn't come from my head into my hand, and also I can't do this writing. And yes, but my focus was on I want to go to this retreat. I need a break. And, okay,
That's what kept you alive.
yeah. And then I did it, and I remember sit there and thought, okay, it's no retreat, it's a coaching training. Okay, yeah, okay, I will do it. Nice people here and good food and nice surrounding. Everything is fine. Mm, and it brought me a lot of energy. And I'm so glad that I met Gurvian. And yes, but I couldn't take so much from this coaching training because it was in English, and at that time I wasn't nearly able to talk in German and to think in German and to read in German, and there everything was in English. But okay, I enjoyed it, and yeah, it gave me a new perspective, and I loved to train my brain, and I always love to do new things, and yes. And there was a second block of this coaching training where we got a certificate, but I decided not to do this
Final assignment.
yes because I was not able to read the book and to do all these things. And but now I have the chance to do it online, and yes, I enjoy to do it online, this training again, and now I can read, I can talk in English. And,
So you say you were there in the coaching retreat. There was a physical training. You were not able to communicate a lot. But what made it feel so good then? Or what helped you? What gave you so much energy?
I guess it's again this Kundalini yoga. Yes, if you do the kriyas, if you do sadhana, if you chant the mantras, you will rise up with your energy, and also this effect of being together with other people. They are in high energy, and then we balance each other. Yes, you can go to the sadhana and be very tired, and there's another one. She's not that tired, and in the end, we are nearly on the same level when we go out of the sadhana, and that's again for me. Kundalini yoga was my lifesaver.
Yeah. For the people who don't know what a sadhana is, that is your daily practice, early morning practice in the yoga. But yeah, it's kind of amazing, right? You can come so tired into a sadhana, the Aquarian sadhana, but it's almost not possible to step out of it without feeling a sense of being energized,
Yeah, that's
right?
really not possible.
Yeah, you might be tired because of all the
Yeah,
exercise, but the energizing, yeah, it happened. Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, for us, it's very important to share this Aquarian sadhana because that's how we, I think we all, that's the power to uplift ourselves, to really tap into the true energy that we have. It's so
yeah.
important.
Yeah, you
And
clean your body and mind. Yes, during the sadhana, and that is sorry, there are sometimes German words, and that is so powerful. Yes, even for me now, um, I started a routine with my daily sadhana in January of this year. That's 2 years after the vaccination. Um, because before I wasn't able to sit on my mat or not that long time, but when I couldn't do that, I listened to it maybe laying down in bed and listen to an online sadhana, for example. And yes, I'm always impressed how fast Kundalini yoga works. Yeah.
Wait a minute. What happens when you lie in bed and listen to an online sadhana?
That rises my energy up. Yes.
Just by listening to it?
Yeah. I remembered that during my teacher training, and Satya Singh gave us an example of I don't know it exactly, but he told about a person that was um, after an accident in a hospital or something like that, and he only imagined that he is doing the exercises. And by really imagine that he's doing it and feeling and so on, he was in his healing process, and yeah, his energy rises up, and that's like I also did it. Yeah? I really listen what the teacher said. Okay, now we are doing, I don't know, this or that kriya, and yeah, I try to focus on that.
And are there specific yogic exercises you do to recuperate or to build up your strength and energy post vaccination?
As I said, the last or the first 2 years after the vaccination, there was not so much possible. I tried and tried again to do little kriyas or only puffy circles or something like that, some salutations or whatever. But that was often immediately too much, and we call it a crash, that you needed to lay down again in your bed, and yeah, you need a long time to get out of this low energy and this pain and so on. And I also did yin yoga in that time, but really, it felt like I'm like a 100-year-old woman laying down on my yoga mat and coming from one position into the other. Yeah, but it helped. Yes, and step by step, I came back.
So it took you 2 years after the vaccination.
Yes, and I'm not finished now.
Yeah, before you started your daily sadhana again.
Yeah,
But it was a moment of resolution that you knew something inside of you said, I will do this by myself.
yeah.
And Kundalini yoga and yin yoga were the main tools. Were there any other tools you were using to help yourself?
Hmm. I took supplements, yes, but it was this positive mind, really to believe in myself, to feel connected to the universe, and to trust that everything happens for me and it's not against me. And yeah, there's a reason for this situation. And nowadays, I think, okay, I knew a part of the reasons. Maybe there are more. I separated from my husband nearly 1 year ago, and decided um, to leave Hamburg because after the vaccination, I got very sensitive against noises and all the traffic and so on. I was sensitive before, but then it was really that I have to look, when will I, at that moment when it was possible to leave our flat, when will I go out? When will there be less people on the street and less people in the stores, or less traffic and so on? And for me, that was no longer a life I would like to live. And I decided to move to the Baltic Sea. And since November 23, I live really near to the Baltic Sea. It's only 1 minute from my flat. And for me, that is a very healing surrounding here. And yes, now we have fine and sunny weather, so that I can practice my yoga in the morning at the beach. And yes, even when there is not that much energy, it's only 1 minute to the beach, and there are no stairs to overcome. And, yeah, that's good for me that I can sit there, enjoy the waves, the wind, the sun, the scent. That helps me a lot.
So you're stepping into life again.
Yes, I'm stepping back into life again, and starting with my sadhana in January, in this daily way, was really a key. And even when there are days when it is not possible to do 2.5 hours, are really not very often. Most of the time I do a kriya that is, I guess, half an hour and then 11 minutes meditation. But on really bad days, it is even shorter. Yes, and I also decided to took Guru Gyan as my coach. I bought this coaching 2 years ago, but thank you to Guru Gyan that he gave me the possibility to wait until the moment I am really ready to do this coaching with him. And we started in, I guess, February. Yeah, and that is really helpful again. He's pushing me in a nice way, without pressure.
For people who don't know the coaching and the teaching world so well, what's the difference for you? You're a teacher, but you need a coach.
Yes, that's a good question. Because I remember when I did, or when I began this coaching training 2 years ago, I really thought, oh, coach. Oh no, who needs a coach? Who needs a coach? Everyone seems to be a coach, and I don't want to be a coach. And then I changed my opinion about that when I started the online training again in, was it November 23? Because I felt I've been, or I'm another person, yes, through this whole process. And I opened up to this opportunity of being coached, and my soul already opened up 2 years ago, yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't have booked this 1 year coaching with Guru Gyan. And yes, then I felt that it is the right time to start with it now, um, because I've been, yeah, walking this healing way for 2 years nearly alone with my family. My family was really great. My husband, my daughter, they were supporting me every day and did everything, and great, thanks to them. And yeah, but I felt okay. I need support to figure out what I really want to focus on for my future. And at the moment, I got a disability pension because I'm not able to work. I'm able to handle my day. That's enough at the moment. And but I really want to work. Yes, I'm 52 years old, and to my power, and I want to go back and share my life. And yeah, there is this feeling of that I can use, or this situation that was sometimes really terrible and is until now, um, it should be used for something. And maybe I can help other people by when I coach them. And you asked why I need a coach. I guess it's very simple because we are not able to look into our dark areas on our own. Yes, we always try to avoid that, or say yes, it's okay, and it's good if there is a person that is asking the right questions, and yeah, and for me it helps, and it's more if you have the commitment really to go through this coaching year or 6 months or whatever you decided for. Um, it's a process of growing up again, and if you want or not, it will happen.
So with the Kundalini yoga, the Kundalini rising in you again,
Yeah.
you're stepping back into life with a different consciousness.
Yes, and if you have a coach like Guru Gyan, or we all out of the training, this person can help you to find the right prayers for you, for example, to support your situation and to reach your goals. And
And to ask the difficult questions that you don't want to ask.
oh, yes, correct. Maybe.
I
Yes,
like to relate that to the saying of you cannot solve problems with the same consciousness that created those problems.
yes,
You need a new consciousness, a different consciousness.
yes,
And by asking the questions you can handle, you will not raise your consciousness. By asking the questions you don't want to handle, now that's where new consciousness lies as a reward, right?
yes, that's right. And that also works really fast. We started in I guess February, in the middle of February, and now it's the middle of May. It's 3 months, and yes, I really feel a difference, and there is more, again, more focus. Um, yeah, it's it's good to have this commitment with your coach. Yes, he asked the right question, and I give good answers. And I'm setting my goals, and then I'm responsible to to go there. Yes, and yeah, what I feel, you don't go this way mm, in that tempo on your own, and there are always coming up new topics that you never had in your mind. Yes, in my case, it's I told Guru Gyan during a session. Yes, this year I will go to the Kundalini Yoga Festival in Germany for the first time. I felt that call to go there, and he asked me, by the way, will you give a workshop there? And I said, oh, I will I give a workshop there about what? And then it was away, and I didn't think about it. And then we too had a call about numerology, and we talked also about the festival. And you asked the same question without talking with Jasper. And I said no, I won't give a workshop. Um, but after that, it began to work inside of me, and there came up ideas, and yes, then I really changed and thought, okay, why shouldn't I ask if there is a possibility to give a workshop? Mm, I thought I'm too late because the festival starts at the 19th of June, and I asked, I guess, in the beginning of May or end of April, and I thought, no, there won't be a possibility because the program is already finished. And okay, I asked them, got no answer. I phoned them, no answer, and then Gurgian gave me the direct email of the organizer, and yes, then I wrote him that I would like to do a workshop about my post-vac situation, and yeah, that I found my soul through this time or in this time. And he immediately called me and said, "Yes, that's a good idea. Please fill in a paper, and I will look at it, and then I call you." And yeah, I guess 3 days later, I got an email, and now it starts. I will do a workshop on this yoga festival, and that wasn't on my mind in the beginning of the year. That wasn't on my mind in the beginning of the coaching, and that that it was it what could happen. So now it begins to be a little bit more difficult for me to talk, um, because I feel I am getting tired. Yes.
Yes, well, I'm gonna thank you for sharing your story with us. I guess it's a story that could touch many people whose voice are not heard. So I really want to thank you for sharing your post-vaccination experience and giving your energy to this. I want to wish you to heal even more so that you gain more wisdom, gain more experience, so that you can bring this wisdom and experience to those that need it, because they are needed. We all know that. And I wish you to enjoy that experience and understand that that's maybe why you've been giving this path, right?
I
We
understand
heal.
more that it's like that. Yeah.
Yes. So thank you very much, Tatjana.
Thank you.
And I'm sure that I will see you at in a time with way more energy, even way more than now. And I'm
I'm
looking
sure,
for,
yes. Even when it sometimes didn't feel like that, but I
yes,
stay positive and grow with the flow. Yes.
yes. Thank you very much, Satnam. Take care. And yeah, all the best to you.
Thank you very much.